Children's, Town Prime. It's August 12th. Ralph has arrived. It's like Elvis. Ralph is in the building. Excuse me. Beautiful. It called for rain this morning. Eventually May around noon, but I'm not expecting much out of it. Ooh, know what I got to do here? I have got to.
Battery critical. Low battery. 16.7 volts.
I've got to check control surfaces before I fly. The other day, you'll recall that
Telemetry
I did not have a rudder or a elevator. We don't have a rudder.
Telemetry
What is? Oh, it's what you call it? Here we go. We have elevator. I think Ralph. I need to ask him. We need to mow this thing tomorrow.
16.7 volts.
Get out here. The wind's coming from my back due west. Oh, what to talk about? We're out of here in a few days. We leave Thursday morning. First trip is 250 miles.
Throttle active.
I think it's to
Throttle
Augusta.
active.
Take it off.
Volts.
Tell you what, 4S is amazing. We're going to fly over a hill. 5 mile an hour wind, 3 to 5. Get to 7 before I leave here. Ralph brought his drone. The dead giveaway that the 3 people I influenced to buy these unbelievably inexpensive DJI camera drones. The dead giveaway, the tell, is that they all bought, after the first flight, they all wanted more batteries. So all 3 of them have bought batteries. And the 3 that I'm talking about here is
15.7 volts.
Ralphie boy, Anthony, also known as Ooh 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 Ooh. I think that's a hawk. And who else? Scott, San Diego Ute fan. There's another fella I influenced into buying a drone, but he doesn't exist anymore. And additionally, he doesn't fly the thing anyway, so he don't count. But yeah, I'm all happy that everybody's really enjoying their new device. And it's a tool. You know, Scott asked me something last night, which was very poignant. He goes, a new car or a drone? Go. And I go, a car for sure.
15.4 volts.
The only thing the drone has a similarity with, and what I'm doing here, is flying and videoing maybe. 2 different platforms. One requires 0 skill, the other one you need to be awake on. And it's not really true, 0 skill. There's definitely an art to flying drones.
.1 volts.
Definitely. And how am I going to land this thing? I gotta. Think about that. It is the quintessential crosswind.
3 minutes.
Well, I could land left or right there. I've never done that before, but I could. Come in low. Let's give that a try, just to get a vector. Okay, nice and low. Yeah, that'll work. come down there. Keep it out of the grass.
15.2 volts.
No wonder they mow that like that. Get some practice here. Oh, now it's coming out of the south. Ooh.
2 minutes.
I don't know, man. That's a sketch. Tell you what, it's rotating around enough to where
14.9 volts.
landing left or right might be the way to go. Keep that sun over the brim of my hat. There we go. Landing.
15.1 volts.
She's not wanting to land, but she's gonna land. Whoop. Perfect.
Throttle hold. Throttle hold.
Back in a minute. I'm back. The wind is coming out of the south a little bit better. Ralph's up in the air with his drone.
16.7 volts. Throttle active. Throttle active.
Alrighty. Taking off! It's a little funny to me, the ESC allowed the prop to spin as soon as I give it throttle up, so who knows. The thing might be dying.
1 minute.
Hope I didn't reset my
15.9 volts.
didn't reset my telemetry. Yeah, so we're out of here Thursday, off like a prom dress. First trip is 250 miles south. Getting jazzed about it. I'm a little bummed out though. The summer camp's over here. Gonna miss Ralph and Helen, Lynn and Jen,
15.6 volts.
and the community as a whole. They're just so lovely.
20 seconds.
However, we're going to Alaska, so there's that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer 1 elapsed.
A little windy.
15.5 volts.
The sun is crazy bright to my left. So yeah, I'm all happy. Scott finally flew his drone, and of course fell in love with it. What's not to fall in love with? However, there's, like I said, it's not the same as flying these things. You know, there's more risk involved and more skill.
15.4 volts.
So yeah, I just got to button up a few things. I got all my chores done. I'll be airing up the tires in the truck today and getting ready to roll. Knocked around up there.
Volts.
Yeah, my plan would be to come back out here tomorrow and fly tomorrow morning, no wind. And as the sun comes up and the grass dries, give her a mow. And that'll be my last obligation for the season. Did not go back to Loring Air Force Base the other weekend. It was too hot. We're just, you know, if we ain't got to be in 87, 90 degree weather, we're just not going to. As simple as that. Good to see M. Finn back up in the air and on the net. I told him quite clearly that RC is always there for you. It really is.
volts.
Ooh, gotta fly up underneath that. Yeah, I gotta get my right eye worked on when I get home. There's not a whole lot going on there.
15.1 volts.
I hate flying in wind. Unless I got clean air for my twisted hobbies. Oh yeah, bought that Bell 206 for $80, and our good friends at AliExpress have landing spares aplenty, main gears, blades, and more importantly, batteries. Landing clear.
Throttle hold.
And the hard part for me is you're not going to be able to open that stuff up before Christmas, which is code for I'm probably going to be opening up for Christmas.
15.2 volts.
All right, I'll talk to y'all in just a minute. I'm back. I'm going to take the old edge up. Get the edge off here. I don't know if this is going to be a joy to fly or not. There it is. Ralph Strong.
Throttle active.
The wind yanked it out of my hand. We'll see. Taking off. Yeah, I need to teach myself. I wonder if I can do that when I get home. I guess I can. Yeah, I can. Teach myself how to fly this thing in tight circumstances. And learn to hover. And not be bashful about breaking the damn thing and just make it so. Because there's some really cool places I could fly. Like back at camp, there's this green space up there where we walk the dog that'd be perfect if I had total control over the thing. Something I need to consider. And I have a stabilizer, so I could do it. So in review, been having a lovely time here. We fall into the same thing. We just don't want to leave the property. It's so freaking beautiful. And we just love the place. The RV park where we stay. It's just gorgeous. Have a lovely time. Lovely people. Lynn and Jen were just great. We got to enjoy their company. Lynn found him a great little FU money job out in Arizona, so he stays out there predominantly, which I hate because I thoroughly enjoy Lynn's company. Actually, he's supposed to be out here this morning. Yeah. Summer camp, and I'm hating it when summer camp's over. But Alaska awaits, so we'll drive home. It'll take us, I don't know, 10 days, whatever it takes us, 12 days. And then once we get home, we have 4 days to pack and prep for leaving for Alaska. It's going to be a little different than going away for 2.5 months to Europe. It's only 3 weeks, our entire trip. Oh, shout outs, the Rowdies, absolutely. Dale, of course, I'm pleased your trip's done and in the bag, so to speak, and that most everybody has healed up from getting sick. There's a video on my channel that talks about that. If you go to Europe, you're going to get sick. Yep, it's going to happen. There's bugs over there that we don't have here. And yeah, you're out of sorts, out of time zones, out of rest, out of understanding that the bugs that are there are different from here. And when you hear them sniffling on the plane and on the buses, you know you're going to get sick. So you just got to work through it. And I've said this a dozen times right here. Gosh, this thing is fun to fly in some breeze. Tell you what we'll do, we'll take one more flight on this and then we'll do another one, or a flight on the Twin. Yeah, it's funny because basically on the web forum I had indicated quite clearly that we can all be beneficial to each other or frankly detrimental, and there's a couple of personalities that are just, you're detrimental, you know. They're turds, there's nothing you can do about it, they're always going to be turds. But most of these guys are just amazing, 99% of them, and we can influence each other in our behaviors, and you wouldn't think that something like this would be that amazing, but it is.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Landing.
4,
Left flop.
throttle hold.
Let's put another battery and we'll just do a hot swap and go. Excuse me. Yeah, Ralph's getting the hang of his drone. That's so awesome. Yeah, when you recommend something to people and you pray to God that you know it's something that they enjoy, rather than having them get something that they just hate on your volition, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I guess first thing you need to do with this type of aircraft is to balance at neutral, is what I understand. Ooh, man, I got into something the other day. Tractor Supply has these amazing peanuts. They're dry roasted and oh, cool. When do you take delivery of your new batteries? You already did? Well, that's awesome. You'll get to fly out today.
Throttle active.
Taking off. Yeah, they're dry roasted peanuts. They have plain and they have spicy. It appears my love for spice and my ability to tolerate it have become two different things. And I mean, I was up the other night. Oh, and I just, you know, I take a specialized medicine for diabetes.